The guy we are, the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building, Miss Jackie Christie.
Oh, man, Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives. You've been in the Rumor Report a lot lately.
How do you really hope to heal your family after this? Because I don't think your intention was to bring your family on this show and have all this kind of stuff. So how are you approaching?
People often say the truth can't stay hidden forever, and when it finally shows up, it doesn't come quietly. It creates chaos. Jackie Christie and Doug Christie were once seen as the perfect couple. Their relationship looked so strong and loving that many admired them and hoped for something similar in their own lives. They seemed loyal, deeply committed, and full of trust. But now, things have taken a shocking turn. That picture-perfect love story is falling apart in ways no one expected. The situation has become so confusing and dramatic that it's hard to figure out what really went wrong.
We've been together, 20 plus years. We've been married for 21 years now. We just had our 21st wedding. We went to Napa.
Everything changed in an instant when Doug Christie, who had been married to Jackie for almost 30 years, suddenly filed for divorce. For years, they had renewed their vows like a tradition, every single year without fail. Their love seemed strong and unbreakable. So when Doug took this drastic step, it caught everyone off guard. It wasn't a quiet or friendly split. This was a clear sign that he was done for good. But Doug didn't just wake up one day and decide to end it all. Something serious had happened, something that shook him to his core. Word quickly got out that Jackie, who always talked about love, loyalty, and staying true, might have been hiding a completely different side of herself. Rumors began spreading fast, claiming that she had been unfaithful. And these weren't just rumors about one mistake or one person. No, people were saying she had been seeing not one, not two, but 5 different men, all while still being married to Doug. It painted a picture of betrayal that no one saw coming. The more people heard, the worse it got. The accusations are not only shocking, they're filled with drama, secrets, and a level of scandal that has left everyone speechless.
A lot of people counted us out. They said we wasn't going to make it, but that's my best friend, and, we ride together.
Well, they used to say y'all weren't going to make it because you used to be so, like you had them on a leash scene.
Doug wasn't the one who figured out the truth by himself. People close to him had been raising concerns for a long time. Friends, relatives, and even people he worked with had noticed things about Jackie that didn't seem right. They tried to warn him, hinting that her actions didn't always match her words. But Doug, always trusting and devoted, refused to listen. He stood by her, possibly because he had so much faith in their relationship, or maybe because he didn't want to face the possibility that she might be hiding something. Eventually, the quiet murmurs became louder, and the doubts grew too strong to ignore. That's when Doug made the decision to hire someone to look into it. The private investigator he brought in uncovered a shocking web of secrets, hidden messages, receipts, and even videos showing Jackie with other men. It was undeniable. The proof revealed not just cheating, but a whole secret life. One of the men was rumored to be a famous actor, someone well known in the entertainment world. Another was said to be a rich entrepreneur who had secretly supported Jackie's expensive habits. And there was also a former flame she kept seeing, long after. Their past should have been over.
Well, marriage is definitely communication, respect, and that means not just respecting your partner, but also yourself. Intimacy, that's very important.
The most shocking part of all these claims is the identity of one of the men Jackie is rumored to have been involved with. According to sources, she was secretly seeing an NBA player who is still active in the league. That's right. While Doug Christie, a former professional basketball star, was living quietly and remaining faithful, reports say Jackie was involved with someone still playing on the court today. If this turns out to be accurate, the consequences could be massive. The basketball world pays close attention to its athletes' behavior, and a scandal like this could seriously damage both Jackie's reputation and this player's future in the league. But the story doesn't end with romantic betrayal. There are even more disturbing claims coming to light. Some insiders are now saying Jackie may have been sharing private details about Doug's business operations with his competitors. If this is true, it means she wasn't just breaking his trust as a wife. She might have also been harming his career behind the scenes. This turns the situation into something much deeper than just a broken relationship. It becomes a betrayal of trust, love, and loyalty on all levels: emotional, personal, and financial. The fallout from these allegations could be long-lasting, especially if more details continue to emerge.
I just wanted us to have a chance to just sit down and, discuss it.
Things took an even more serious turn when new claims began to surface about Jackie's role in damaging Doug's professional future. People familiar with the situation say that Jackie didn't just hurt him emotionally, she may have also put his financial well-being in danger. These reports suggest that Jackie possibly shared sensitive information about Doug's business plans, including private details about his long-term goals and personal projects. One of the most damaging parts of this story involves a major partnership Doug was working on with a well-known sportswear company. This deal was supposed to be a big step for him after leaving the NBA, something that could have shaped the next chapter of his career in a powerful way. However, insiders say important parts of the plan were leaked to rival companies, which caused major delays and may have put the entire deal in jeopardy. People close to Doug now believe this wasn't just carelessness, it might have been intentional. There's growing suspicion that Jackie's actions were planned to hold him back, not just to benefit herself. If true, this means the betrayal went beyond their marriage and entered into a level of sabotage that could affect Doug for years to come.
We decided, his career, I'd be there, I would support him and everything. And then once he hung up his shoes, then I would do my career. And that's what we're doing.
Now people are starting to wonder just how far Jackie's betrayal really went. Those who were once close to Doug are beginning to look back and question their own experiences with her. Some now believe she may have been using her role as Doug's wife to get access to personal or professional details, not just about him, but about them too. A former colleague, who chose to remain unnamed, shared that Jackie often got involved in meetings and business talks, always presenting herself as a caring partner, but looking back, the source believes she may have had her own motives from the start. This points to something much bigger than just secret relationships. If these reports are true, Jackie may have been carefully trying to influence how people saw Doug's work life, all while pretending to support him. It's now being suggested that her actions were calculated, not just emotional mistakes, but planned moves to control certain situations around Doug's career. Even more heartbreaking is how long people suspected something was off. Friends and family noticed strange things. Jackie always checking on who Doug spoke to, disappearing without explanation, and acting overly involved in his private matters. Yet, Doug never believed anything was wrong. He trusted her completely. That trust is what makes everything even harder. It wasn't just a marriage falling apart. It was the collapse of a whole image they had built together. As more secrets come to light, it's becoming clear that this wasn't a sudden breakdown, but something deeper that had been building for years. What once looked like a perfect love story now seems like a carefully hidden web of lies.
All that, but he just respects his queen, and he is my king. So
And you should keep your woman around you. That's how you stay out of trouble.
there it is. That's
Like,
right.
that's the
And
truth
that's
to the
truth.
matter.
Many are now wondering how Jackie was able to hide everything for such a long time. According to people familiar with the situation, she may not have done it alone. Whispers are going around that a well-known reality TV personality, someone experienced in keeping things quiet, may have helped her stay under the radar. This person reportedly arranged secret meetings, came up with excuses to explain her absences, and made sure certain stories didn't get leaked to the media. But even with all the effort to stay hidden, the truth eventually surfaced. When everything came out, Jackie's reputation quickly started falling apart. Social media exploded with reactions, and people who once supported her began turning against her. Her online posts were flooded with angry comments, accusing her of lying and pretending to be someone she wasn't. Despite breaking down emotionally, in public and claiming that Doug had abandoned her, many weren't convinced. Some said her tears didn't come from feeling guilty but rather from being exposed. In the eyes of many, Jackie wasn't a heartbroken wife. She was someone who had been caught living a life full of secrets, and now she had to face the consequences.
And it's interesting because a lot of people feel like reality TV has ruined a lot of relationships. Has it caused any strain? Because I'm sure it's hard for him to watch the show.
Yeah.
And he sees a lot of drama happening with you on the show in particular.
While Jackie has been speaking out and trying to defend herself, Doug has chosen a different path. He hasn't said much in public, keeping most of his thoughts to himself. But even though he stayed quiet, his decisions tell a clear story. He has already started the divorce process, and there are reports that his legal team is preparing to share serious proof about what really happened. It looks like Doug is focused on moving forward, with no interest in going back. This situation has also deeply affected their family. Their daughter, Takari Lee, has come forward with her own painful memories. She talked about the emotional and physical struggles she experienced during her childhood, making the situation even more complicated. Her words added another painful twist to an already dramatic story. Instead of addressing her daughter's pain or showing empathy, Jackie responded by denying the claims online. She called them lies and brushed them off. That reaction upset a lot of people, who expected her to show more care. Many now question if Jackie is being honest at all. Her refusal to take responsibility has caused even more people to doubt her character, leaving her reputation in even worse shape.
This is the dog-eat-dog world out there, especially in reality TV, especially on a show like this. Every man for himself. That's why I always stay a loner on the show, if you know.
Doug's life appears to be taking a turn for the better. After putting things on hold when everything first came crashing down, he's now moving forward with his business plans. Projects that were once delayed are now being picked up again, and many are showing support for him more than ever. A large number of people see Doug as the one who handled everything with dignity, and they believe he came out of this situation stronger. While Doug seems to be rebuilding his path, Jackie is facing the opposite. Companies and sponsors that once wanted to be connected with Jackie are now stepping away. Her image of being a loyal, loving wife has been shattered in the public eye, and it's affecting her career. Opportunities are drying up, and her once strong reputation is slipping fast. Still, Jackie isn't giving up easily. She denies all the rumors about cheating and insists that Doug emotionally distanced himself long before their problems became public. Her legal team is reportedly preparing to fight back. If they can show that the accusations against her were blown out of proportion or completely false, it could change public opinion. At the moment, though, things aren't in her favor. What was once viewed as one of the most admired marriages in the spotlight is now falling apart in front of millions. The couple who used to renew their vows every year is now the center of attention for all the wrong reasons. Now people are asking, is Jackie truly the one at fault? Or has she been caught in a storm of gossip and judgment? Can she rebuild what's been broken? Or is this the final chapter of her time in the public spotlight? The story isn't over. There's more to come.